Hello everyone and welcome to our grammar session on English tenses, and today we are going to talk about one of the tenses, and it's a past tense. We call it past continuous tense. When we say past tense, we talk about the actions which they happened before now. We call them past tenses. We have different tenses in the past, and our tense today is about past continuous tense. When we say the name continuous, it means it is an ongoing action. So past continuous tense, it means an ongoing action in the past. Something was ongoing in the past, or we call it Inderi Jori, Samona Jori. We have continuous tenses such as present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Let's come to past continuous. What is past continuous? Past continuous talks about a kind of action which was ongoing for a while in the past. Ongoing action in the past. So the action started and continued and stopped in the past. We call it past continuous tense. Here I have 2-3 usages of past continuous tense. I will explain 2-3 of them to understand better about past continuous tense. Let's begin. The first one is past continuous tense express an action which was in progress in the past. عمل را نشان میده که در گذشته در جریان بود. The example we have, Ahmad was playing football yesterday. Yesterday is a past time expression. So this action, playing football, playing was ongoing in the past. Ahmad was playing football yesterday. Sentence number 2. They were cooking food for iftar last night. They were cooking. It's a past continuous tense. در حال پختن غذا بودن، پختن غذای افطار بودن شب گذشته. This is the first usage. It means it shows an ongoing action at a past time, at a point in the past which something was ongoing. We call it past continuous tense, such as yesterday, last night, 2 hours ago, the day before yesterday, last month. Something was ongoing in the past. The second one is about express an action that was in progress for a while, but before getting to present was stopped. So an action started in the past, it was ongoing for a while, and before getting to the present, it was stopped by the second action. That's also a usage of past continuous tense. Come to the example. While Ahmad was watching TV, the electricity went off. So Ahmad was watching a TV program, and while he was watching, something happened which stopped the action, stopped watching. What happened? The electricity went off. Of course, when the electricity goes off, all the electrics turns off, and the TV is a kind of electric, and it doesn't work without electricity. So watching TV stopped when the electricity went off. It's a past ongoing action which was stopped before getting to the present. The second sentence. Ahmad was writing his homework when the door was knocked. So he was at home, he was writing the homeworks, and someone knocked the door. Ahmad had to go and check who is at the door. So he stopped writing and went to check the door, went to check outside who is at the door. So that's why we say past continuous tense is an ongoing in the action in the past which was stopped by the second action before getting to the present. Hope you understood, hope it's clear. The third usage express two activities that were in progress at the same time in the past. We can use it with two ongoing actions. The two actions could be ongoing in the past. دو عمل ما میتونه هر دوش جاری باشن در گذشته. Such as the examples we have. While he was presenting a topic All students were listening carefully. The one was standing in front of the class. He was presenting the topic. The rest of the students who were all sitting in the class, they were all listening. Two ongoing actions. Presenting and listening. Two of them were ongoing in the past. The second example, while I was going to Herat, they were going to Mazar. We decided to travel, and at the same time as I was going to Herat, they were going to Mazar. The two actions were both ongoing in the past. So these are the three uses, these are the three ways, the three concepts of past continuous tense. We use the past continuous tense for these issues in these cases. Hope it's clear, hope you understood. Come to the next part. The next part here we have, it's about the structure of past continuous tense. How to form past continuous tense, how to structure past continuous tense. In the affirmative form and the positive form of past continuous tense, we use subject. Of course, in every sentence, we have a subject. Without a subject, a sentence is not complete. Plus to be. The to be is always was and were. In the past, we use was and were. In all continuous tenses, we have to have to be verb. We need to be verb with past continuous tenses. With all continuous tenses, not only past. The to be in the past continuous tenses was and were. Then we use the present participle form of the verb, or we call it ing form. Plus verb ing plus complement. Subject to be depends to the subject. If the subject is I, we, you, he, she, it, we use was. If the subject is we, you, they, we use were. It means singular subject was, plural subject were. And the verb ing plus complement. This is the affirmative or positive structure of past continuous tense. And in order to change it to negative, when we want to change the sentence to negative, we bring the subject in the beginning, then the to be, was and were, and not. Not is added after the auxiliary verb, then verb ing plus complement. It's a negative sentence. To make it interrogative or question, we bring the auxiliary verb in the beginning. In every tense, in order to change the sentence to question, the auxiliary verbs should come in the beginning. Here, the auxiliary verb is was and were. So these two words, whichever is in the sentence, depend to the subject. So it comes in the beginning, then the subject, then the present participle or verb ing, then complement. The sentence is going to be changed to question. Hope it's clear. Come to the examples, to positive, question, and negative sentences. Examples. He was writing the English notes yesterday. He was writing the English notes yesterday. It's a positive sentence. Now, in order to change it to question or negative, we use the auxiliary verbs. After auxiliary verbs, not, negative, auxiliary verbs in the beginning, question. He was not writing the English notes yesterday. After was, we add not. It's negative. He was not writing the English notes yesterday. To make it question, we bring was in the beginning. Was he writing the English notes yesterday? It's a negative sentence. The second sentence, the subject is they. If the subject is plural, we have to use were. They were riding horse last week. It's a positive sentence. They were not riding horse last week. Negative sentence. Were they riding horse last week? Question or interrogative. This way we can change them to positive, question, and negative. Hope it's clear. Go to the next part. The next part we have, I explained about I, he, she, it. In the structure for I, he, she, it, we use was, and for we, you, they, we use were. Not only for these pronouns, for the nouns as well. If there is a singular noun, we have to use was. If there is a plural noun, we have to use were. A student is a singular noun. A student was. And the students, plural, students were. Teacher is a singular noun, teacher was. Teachers is a plural noun, teachers were. Hope it's clear. The next part is about while and when. In the past continuous tense, we use these two words a lot. These two words are common in the past continuous tense. What is the difference between these two words? How to use them? Of course, mostly, but not all the time, mostly while is used before a past continuous tense, and when is used before a simple past tense. The sentences we have, the sentence which is followeth, if it's a past continuous tense, we use while. If it's a simple past tense, we use when. Look at here. While she was writing. So this following sentence, she was writing, it is a past continuous tense. She was writing, it's a past continuous tense structure. So before such a sentence, which is past continuous tense, we use while. While is used here. While she was writing, Ahmad closed the door. The second sentence, Ahmad was traveling to Canada when Ali visited him. Here, Ali visited him on the way. So it's a simple past tense. The following sentence is a simple past tense, so that before a simple past tense we have to use when. This is the only difference between when and while. While is mostly used before a past continuous, when is mostly used before a simple past tense. Hope it's clear. Okay, so there is one thing more about stative verb and dynamic verbs. Stative verbs are not used with continuous tense, either if it's a present continuous, past continuous, future continuous tense. Stative verbs are not used with continuous tense. We explained this issue in the other tenses and the other continuous tenses as well, and now I'm going to mention it again, such as know, understand, believe, love, hate, need, want. These are called state verbs. These state verbs cannot be used with ing form of the verb, so that the state verbs cannot be used with the past continuous tense as well. And we always use dynamic verbs with continuous tenses. If I give you an example, there is no example about it here on the board, but I can give you the example. I was studying my lessons yesterday. Studying is a dynamic verb, so that it's correct. But if I say, I was needing a pen, I was needing a pen yesterday, it's incorrect, because the verb need is a state verb. I can say, I needed a pen yesterday. Hope it's clear. So now it's to an end, and we explained about past continuous tense. Hope you understood. Remember, when we study these grammar lessons, we need to practice them a lot, so that I can suggest you, I can offer you to join Afghanistan English Campus to practice your English, not to study English, but practice your English. Here we have a very practical system which students can practice their English. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Degree,
talk to you next time.
For having a job. There are many people out there, they're always looking for a job through their degrees, and they say if there is no degree, there is no job. But based on your definition, it means we don't need any degree for having a job. We can create our own businesses, we can create our own things. What's your advice for those who are always off the degree? You're always looking for the degrees.